Hey guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. Buckle up, I got a fun video for you guys with Awakened Safiya. Now, I was testing some stuff out with Awakened Safiya, trying to make a fun video that you guys will see in the future once I finally finish sorting that out. But I stumbled across this three-man Safiya team that is just absolutely crazy. I absolutely love it. It's just an endless lockout team. Obviously, certain enemies will negate this team and you might have to put two more characters in to make it work or use a different team. But I wanted to show you guys because I'm pretty happy with it. I think we could, on some stages, narrow it down to a two-man team. So we'll see how we go. So let's jump in. The three-man team is Gorvo, Floppy, and Awakened Safiya. And what I was doing with Safiya, and I've mentioned this in other videos where I thought maybe with something like Lucretia or Rem, she's going to have a spot because basically when she uses her ultimate, she's like a Rosaline for them, and then they use their ultimate straight away. Plus she has the high generation, so it becomes like just an ult spam fest once you're down to a few characters. And I ended up just throwing three characters in. And basically the way this team works is that between Floppy and Safiya, because Floppy's always controlling the enemies with his ult, and then Safiya's generating the energy, but then we also have Gorvo who does his jump that stuns, and because they're all grouped up with Floppy, they're all going to cop that. Then he does his hammer slam, which also stuns. So you basically have an infinite lockout with this team, so the enemies don't really get to do anything. And then you also have Gorvo taunting and sitting there with a shield that regenerates his own health. So you don't really need to worry about healing. I also have the defensive pet in here, the Rock Crown Lizard. You could probably definitely change this up, but you know, he's just the one that I was using to try and get the initial defense so things don't get one shot straight away. So that's what we're looking at. So let's jump in. I'll show you this one. I'll show you the deficit because we're at like a 10x deficit here on Kiasma as well in the end game. He's pushed pretty far. We are ranked number 2 at the moment currently, but yeah, I'll show you what's going on. So let's hit play. I'll get it onto 1x speed and show you what happens. So essentially we get the Floppy go in there, groups them up, Gorvo jumps on them, then Floppy starts hitting, and you can see Floppy's already full energy. So then he's going to do his little knockups, Gorvo's going to hammer slam, and then the Safiya goes off, we get the stun, then Floppy does his jump stuns, Gorvo does his hammer slap stuns, then Gorvo does his jump, we get stuns, and then Floppy does his jump, we get stuns, Safiya unleashes, we get stuns, Floppy does his knock-up spinny whirly thingy mabob, we do the hammer, we do the Safiya, we do the Floppy jump. You get the idea. We basically just infinitely stun the whole enemy team until they die. I absolutely love it. I think it's quite enjoyable, and this actually works on 3 stages of this campaign stage that we are on. So that is the first one. And I mean, Safiya's damage is actually quite reasonable when I compare her to other characters as like a sub DPS. And you know, as long as you can just lock out the enemy team, you're eventually going to do that damage. And I'm quite impressed with the Floppy damage in this team as well. Often for me, Floppy's that character that jumps in, groups them up, and then he often dies. But when you have this kind of lockout potential, it's quite solid. So let's jump back out. I don't think we'd ever be able to two-man it, to be fair. The Gorvo in there just really synergizes super well with it. So, you know, it is what it is. But let's back out. Let's jump over to let's take a look. So we're at chapter 56-40. If it loads, please. Okay, begin. Enter. And our deficit, if we put in like an actual team, like let's do like the Ulna Grazul sort of thing, and let's just have a look at what our power level's at. Where is Ulna? Where is my Ulna? There she is. So if we did like Ulna, Grazul, we'll put an Awakened Baden in there to get some extra power. And then we have like a Silas. Normally you'd have like a Pharrell, but we'll put in like a Silas. I mean, normally you'd have Pharrell instead of the Baden or something like that. Or to be fair, instead of that, you'd probably go with something like, where is she? With the Awakened Safiya. So I just want to give you guys a gauge on our power deficit. Let's just put you in there. So we're at like a 9x deficit. Bit over a 9x deficit, which isn't too bad. Honestly, this is pretty decently pushed on the Kiasma account. So that's what we're at. So let's take you out. Let's just drop all this. Actually, let's just do that. So it's not like we're completely overpowered for the things that we're doing. So it's just a lockout team. I love lockout teams. They're fun. Obviously you could try Khazad and then extend it further, but you honestly, you just don't need to. So let's jump in. I can't remember the exact formations I used in these, so I'm just going to have to play it around until we can get it. But essentially this one here, if we do it like this, those two should get it. I think we can probably do it like this, let the link land there and see how this goes. Let's put it on 4x speed and see if we can group them up, see if we can get them CC'd. There's Floppy going. Okay, Safiya took a little bit of damage, but we're still alive. Now we're into the cycling where we're pretty good. We shouldn't have too many issues from here on. Like I said, you got Floppy jumping, you got Gorvo jumping, you got Gorvo hammering, you got Floppy spinning, you got Safiya using her ult every 6 seconds because she basically always has full energy by the time she finishes her ult, and by the time she finishes her ult, she buffs the other guys. Now, the other two don't have ults that are necessarily the thing. The thing that's really keeping this going is the Hammer Crush, the Shell Shock, or the jump with the Gorvo, the jump, and then the jump from Floppy. Those are the three main things. So, like, their ultimates aren't even like the most highly priority thing in this team. It's just, we just lock out and we go for days. So if we then go ahead and exit out and jump back in, yep, sweet. We can swap this over to this team. So if we look at this team here, this one takes a little bit more. We do have a little bit of issue if Thane runs away, if we get banished by Forks. We got the Ulna in there as well. So this one is a bit more tricky. So just bear with me for a sec while I try and get this one to work out. We might just get it from the first try anyway if we're lucky here. Like, I don't know, let's see. Gorvo jump, we get the big slam, we get the Floppy spinning, we get the, once again we go Safiya again into the jump, into the hammer, into the jump, into the hammer, into the jump, hammer, jump, hammer. Oh, we might just lose this one. No. Okay, let me try a little bit of a different formation here in 1 sec. Let me just open this up so I can see what formation I actually used. And okay, I got it here. Okay, so the formation I used before when I cleared it, so we don't have to waste a ton of time, was like this. So let's see if we can get this one to win again. If not, I'll cut and we can come back and we can look at it. So here we go. Boom, boom. There we go. Yes, this is looking good. Like I said, sometimes the enemies get windows depending on the characters. Like if Thane gets out for a second, we're kind of shafted. And if Only gets out for a second and she does her thing, we're kind of shafted. So it's just a bit of RNG plus just... Okay, you saw Thane got out for a second there and he killed Gorvo. So that's like what you've got to avoid. And once Gorvo's gone, we don't have that 100% uptime. So if this Thane gets a move on, we're going to be kind of screwed. Okay, just missed it. We'll do one more. But you get the idea. Like, and we've got 2 free slots that we can put whatever else we want into that. So, you know, you want to put a Khazad in there, then you're guaranteed your lockout. There's like this... I really like this team, to be honest. I really do. I think this is a ton of fun. Now, I'm curious if I could do something similar with a Frampton. I don't think it would work quite as well, but we might have a test of that in a second and see if we can get it to work. So I'm just going to come back when we clear this just so I can show you guys. This one did take a few retries. Okay, there we go. Took 2 more retries and away we go. Let's just hit play here, have a look. Like I said, I'm having a ton of fun with this. I think it's a really cool combo. Now, in another video, I'm going to try and make it work with something completely out of left field because I stumbled upon this when I was trying to do something different. But if I can make that something different work, you guys will have a blast in that video and it will be a ton of fun. But I'm not sure if I'll get it. But like I said, this lockout combo, it ain't too bad. Now, if we look at the other enemy formations that we have in this one, like I said, it's not a one size fits all. It's not a one size fits all where you'll just beat every team. So if we look at this one here, we got the Citrano who can get some immunity. We've got the Star who has immunity as well. And those two kind of crush us. And also if the Verk drops his poisons, it's a pain. This one here, obviously we have the Brutus and we have the Granite, both big issues for this. So, you know, we're not 100% reliable on this team, but in general, it's not too bad. Plus, like I said, I feel like you could use... I feel like the Beast doesn't really matter. I don't think the Rock is the best beast. Let's just like confirm it without a beast and just do something like this and see how we go. Maybe he is the way. Okay, maybe he was more clutch than I thought. maybe I can't remember the formation we used before. But yeah, okay, maybe he was clutch. Maybe I was, that was a bit of copium from me. Okay, Rock Beast really helping out on this one. Actually, let's just try this quickly. I feel like something like that. Was that what we were just using? Let's just see quickly. Yeah, nah, okay. All right. Give me 2 secs, actually. I want to see if we can do it without a beast. Yeah, nah, ain't happening. Plus, we do lose a lot of stats, so they get super squishy at the start. So that was copium. A beast is ideal for this. I feel like you could get away with definitely other things as well. Maybe I kind of want to try it with the seal to see if how much damage he deals in a team like this, if we can live it. So we've taken a big chunk of damage already. I'm curious to see if he does good damage if we live. Let's see. Because we don't have a ton of damage in this, like, it'd be cool if he, like, okay, we did lose Floppy, but let's see his damage out of curiosity. 1.19 trillion. There's your main DPS. It doesn't even matter. We got the Slumber Seal. 1.19 trillion versus 755. Oh, dude. Dude, that's pretty solid. Not gonna lie. He is, what is he? He's not quite double. He's probably like, man, I can't even bother doing math. But, you know, you could run something like him as your DPS, but just to make it quicker clears. I don't know. It's an option. But that is the first thing. Okay, so while we're here, I think 2-man is going to be completely impossible unless, you know what? I'm going to try this. Let's begin. Let's see if we can, because it needs to be Floppy because we need to have the grouping effect. But can we do it? Not the Savage Souffle. Who's the Charmy? You're only level 21. Let's try. I'm curious. I'm super curious. Let's see. Boys and... Oh, dude, I thought we had it. Wait. Can we do it over here? Let's try this one. Let's just see. No, because we're going to get clapped ASAP because we got the link. Yeah, no, that one was going to be too hard. All right, let's go to the other stage we can do. If not, I'm going back to that one and we will get this because, like, the 2-man would be super nice if we could... yeah, that didn't work. Yeah, this one's going to be a bit tricky. We kind of need the 3 in this one because we got the creepy hand lady and she's super creepy and she does creepy stuff. So I don't know if that's going to work with... Ooh, wait, we're getting the charms. We're getting the spins. We're getting the jumps. We're getting the spins. We're getting the jumps. We're getting the charms. You know what? Give me 2 seconds. I'm going to try this again. Okay, I was trying hard. There's more stuff I'm going to experiment with, but we almost did it with like a Mulan solo here. So if we look at this was dumb because Safiya uses her ult. I mean, Mulan uses her ult and then Sophia's just on her own. But look at this Mulan solo with the Charm Fox. I mean, it's pretty solid, except we didn't get the what's-her-face, the owner down. She just, we couldn't kill her. But honestly, that was pretty cool. I had some fun. Anyway, you guys get the gist of what we're looking at. Now, I want to try one last thing. I want to try this with the Frampton out of curiosity to see if he can have that same kind of effect for us where we can juggle and endlessly loop. I kind of want... You know, let's try it with this. I think Frampton dies too quick because he's going to get sniped by the what's-his-face in this one. And he takes too long to move. But I feel like if we can get the juggling happening, maybe if we put like a Gorvo in... Honestly, Floppy is just hard to pass up because he continuously groups. Even if someone breaks formation, he groups them back up. So it's hard to go past that for me personally. And yeah, nah, it's not going to work. But unless Frampton just solos this. Can he solo it? Go Frampton. Oh, dude. Dude, the Frampton solo with the with the seal, dude. I don't know, man. I'm really liking Safiya. Like I said, the 3-man lockout comp is good. Also, the Frampton solo comp. If you're looking for anything else, you know, you can just run the Frampton solo. It's pretty good cheese. But dude, I've had some fun today. Let me know anything else you guys want me to test over here on Kiasma because I have had, like I said, a ton of fun on this. But yeah, Man, you got to appreciate friends in solo when it happens. It's pretty satisfying. Look at the dodges coming up. Anyway, guys, that's where we're at. Safiya, I still think she's a great unit. I think I'm going to keep exploring her because I feel like there's so many options with her based on the fact that we have that ability to just basically like every 6 seconds she ults, and whenever she ults, your ally ults. So you just get like an endless cycle. This is like when you're down to like her and one other ally. So I think her in smaller teams or teams where you sacrifice units, like maybe bring an ungeared Lawson for the link and then go. Like I feel like she's got that usage where she can work really well once you've got fewer units because of the buffing capabilities. I'm going to keep exploring it. Like I said, let me know anything else you want me to try. That was a ton of fun. As always, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you have an awesome day and I look forward to seeing the next one. Cheers.